In 1970, owning your first home in America was not a dream. It was a normal life step. You finished school, you got a stable job, you saved for a few years, then you bought a small, simple house. Not a mansion, not a luxury property, just a starter home, a beginning. These homes were small, about 1,500 square feet on average, often just 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a modest kitchen, maybe a small backyard. Nothing impressive by today's standards, but they were affordable. In 1970, the median home price in America was about $23,000. The average household income was around $9,800. That means a home cost about 2 times what a family made in a year. Today, that same math is completely broken. The median home price in America is now over $400,000. Meanwhile, the median household income is roughly $75,000. That means homes now cost 5 to 6 times what the average family.
The starter home didn't just become expensive, it disappeared. Today, millions of young Americans are discovering something shocking. The first step their parents took into the middle class no longer exists. And the question is, what killed it? Part of the answer begins in the 1980s. America quietly changed what it meant to build a home. Developers stopped focusing on small houses. Why build a small home for a small profit when you can build a large home for a much bigger one? Construction companies realized something simple. Costs were similar whether homes were small or large. So building bigger homes became the smarter decision. In 1980, the average new home was about 1,600 square feet. Today, new homes average over 2,500 square feet. Homes didn't just get more expensive because of inflation, they got bigger. And bigger homes meant bigger prices. At the same time, zoning laws began restricting what could be built. Many cities made small homes difficult to build. Duplexes became restricted. Affordable housing became limited. This created an artificial shortage, not because America ran out of land.
Because regulations limited supply. Then came the 2008 financial crisis. The housing market collapsed. Builders were devastated. Companies went bankrupt. Financing disappeared. For years, very few homes were built. But America's population kept growing. Millennials became adults. Families kept forming. Demand increased. Supply did not. This created a historic shortage. Then investors entered the market. Large firms started buying single-family homes. Houses became financial assets, like stocks, like bonds. Instead of families buying homes, corporations did. Many turned them into rentals. In some markets, investors bought 1 in 5 homes. First-time buyers couldn't compete. Imagine competing with billion-dollar firms, paying cash. The starter home became an investment product, not a family beginning. Then came 2020. Interest rates dropped. Prices exploded. Cheap borrowing pushed bids higher. Remote work changed everything. Higher earners moved to cheaper cities. They brought bigger budgets. They outbid locals. A $250,000 home became $350,000, then $400,000. The house didn't change, the buyers did. Then inflation arrived. Materials became expensive. Labor costs rose. Builders took fewer risks. They built expensive homes instead. Fewer starter homes were built. Today, they are a small share of construction. And this is where the emotional cost begins. This isn't just about houses, it's about life timelines. Starter homes once built stability. They built equity.
They built generational wealth. Without them, the ladder gets harder. Renters miss that wealth engine. Homeowners have far higher net worth because they own assets. Starter homes were the entry point. Now that entry point is fading. This is why many young Americans feel stuck. They followed the rules, they got educated, they took debt, they got jobs, but the door was closed. Not because they failed, because the system changed. First-time buyers are older than ever, many now in their late 30s, some even 40. The starter home is no longer a start. It's becoming a late milestone. That delay changes everything. It delays families. It delays security. It delays retirement. Housing changes life itself.
So is the starter home dead? Not completely, but it is changing. Some cities allow smaller homes again. Some builders are adapting. New housing ideas are emerging. But America has changed. Land is expensive. Education is expensive. Wages grew slower. Investors are stronger. Young buyers face a different system. But markets move in cycles. Crises force change. Policies eventually adjust. Builders eventually respond. New solutions eventually appear. The story may not be over, but it is being rewritten. The real question is not about the past, it's about the future. Can America create a new first step? Every economy needs a beginning, not just luxury, not just investments, but a place to start. Because when a society loses its starting line, it risks losing belief in the future. And maybe that is the real danger. Not just expensive houses, but a disappearing first rung. And when the first rung disappears, climbing becomes harder for everyone.